Well, hello there. How are you? It's been a while, huh? So, I am going to kind of walk you through a little bit of a process of what I'm doing right now with my sourdough bread so that you guys can kind of get a feel if you're interested in doing this, because I'm getting a lot of people actually texting me and saying stuff, and I'm like, maybe I should share my stuff. Maybe if that makes it a little easier for you. So I've got some starters that I started, and I'm going to kind of walk you through it a little bit. I got bread making right now, so when that, hopefully I'll be able to catch all this on film because I've only got 6 minutes left on that, and I'm allowed 10 minutes on video. So let's find out what happens. So I'm going to go back and forth. Please hold. Okay, so this here, I started this one from scratch, and so this is on day 6 right now, and all I'm doing is a 50-50-50. So and so 50 for me. I'm going to keep going back and forth. So 50, when it says 50, so I measured out a quarter cup of flour and a quarter cup of water. Okay, and then I mixed it up. And then I let it sit for 24 hours. And then I took out a quarter cup, which basically was the same amount as what was in there already. And then I added that to a quarter cup of flour and a quarter cup of water. And I let that sit for 24 hours. And then I mix it up, then I take it out the third day and I do a quarter cup of starter, a quarter cup of flour, a quarter cup of water. And I'm doing this every day for 14 days. Okay. So a quarter, when I say 50-50-50, I mean a quarter cup of starter, a quarter cup of flour, a quarter cup of water. Okay. So that's what this is. So this is on day 6. So I've got 8 more days to go yet till this one's good and ready. Okay. So in a couple hours, I'll be taking out a quarter cup of this, and I'll throw the rest of it away. And I'll add a quarter cup of flour and a quarter cup of water. These guys are my originals that I've been working with for a while. I let them go dormant, and now I'm bringing them back to life so I can make bread again. So I did basically the same thing with them. I took the starter that I had, I just took a quarter cup out, I added a quarter, and I let it sit, and then I did it again. I did this for 3 days, and then I split them into this. And so now it's a quarter cup, and that one's actually less because I didn't have a full quarter cup. I only had whatever half of a quarter is. So that's what that one is. And so by tomorrow, those hands on these gloves should be standing up. So they should, or they might even do it tonight. I don't know. It just depends on how active that yeast is. So over here we've got the original, or mine, and then we've got the originals. Okay? So remember that. So to get yeast started, it's a quarter cup of flour and a quarter cup of water. It can be wheat flour, it can be all-purpose flour, not bread rising flour though. Just regular flour, okay? And you do that for 14 days. So the first day, a quarter cup flour, quarter cup water, mix it up really well, cover it. Let it sit on your counter for 24 hours. The next day, I'm just going to give you a little hint, it still is at a quarter cup. So you honestly, you can just add a quarter cup of flour and a quarter cup of water to that, okay? And then cover it. And then the next day, well, of course you got to stir each day, but the next day you're going to have more because it's going to start rising. So you're going to take a quarter cup starter, a quarter cup flour, a quarter cup water, and put that by itself. And the stuff that you have left from whatever was left, throw it. And then the fourth day you're going to do the same thing, quarter. So you'll hear some people say 50-50-50. So if it's 50-50-50, I'm telling you it's quarter cup of flour. It's just quarter cups of flour. And you do that for 14 days, okay? If you already have starter and it's gone dormant, like I do, I've got 2 minutes left on my bread. If you've got starter and it's gone dormant, because I have a dormant one, that's this one, I would take it out, let it sit out, get to be about room temperature. I actually left mine sit out for 3 days, to be honest with you. And then I added a quarter cup flour, a quarter cup water, and I did that for 3 days. And that's where I got those guys. So I eventually separated them out. But just to be honest and fair, those three, there was actually more because I had two more that came out of those, and that's what I'm baking right now. So I'm baking that. So I've got a minute and a half, and I'm going to pull it out now because I feel like it's probably about ready, and I want you guys to see what I'm doing, okay? So here we go. This is my bread. I put it both in regular bread loaf pan and I put it in a Dutch oven. Oh yeah, looks good. So when I put these in, I put them in at 450 and I put them in for 30 minutes. And then after 30 minutes, I reduce the oven to 425. Hold on, I gotta turn this all off. And cancel. Okay. I reduce it. So 450 for 30 minutes, then I reduce it to 425 and I put it on for 10 to 20 minutes. It just depends. If it's a regular loaf of bread, I'll just do 10 minutes. If it's got added ingredients into it, like I like to do, I'm doing 20 minutes. So this one I did the 20 minutes because I added nuts and cranberries to it. So now this is what we got. So that's the regular loaf. And here's the round loaf. And I added some little decorations. So now I'm going to show you what they look like. So you got to pull them out right away from the oven and take them off the paper. The paper's not hot. And so this is what the finished product looks like. That's the pretty loaf. And then you gotta let these sit for about an hour or 2 hours before you can dive into them because they're still cooking. So this one's the round one. So I'm gonna turn this around so you can see. So I got it just sitting there and they just slide right off. They just slide right off. So there's the round one. So now we've got these two. So that's what it is. So we got cranberries, we got nuts, we got all kinds of goodnesses on these. So there you go. So yeah, this is what I'm doing. And I think I'm going to start selling these because that's what I do. Oh, another key point. You definitely want to do this. 1000%. I'm telling you. When you stick them into the oven, when you put them in a pan, make sure to put rice on the bottom. Some people do ice cubes, I guess. I've never done that. But I do rice because it will burn the bottom of the bread. So let's check this out. So I added rice. That one's not burned. That one's not burned. But here's the rice. The rice is burned. So don't forget to do that because otherwise it'll burn, but it won't burn, but it will burn. And it's going to be like a crouton otherwise, unless you like really crunchy bread that's already toasted, but that's what it is. So I just wanted to tell you guys all that because it's good stuff. And I'm really thinking about taking this to a whole new level. So here we go. I've got a lot of stuff coming up. I've got potatoes to plant, I got onions to plant, I got an avocado tree that's trying to grow. I've got a lot. So I think maybe I'll just make this a Heather's project page. I don't know. But, yep, here we go, you guys. Have a good day. I love you. God bless you all.